Welcome back to VHS Talkers, everybody, for another 4K Blu-ray Steelbook unboxing. And this time, we've got our hands on the Best Buy exclusive Steelbook for Violent Night in 4K, a mere 10 months after the Blu-ray. For starters, this entire Steelbook has a matte finish with some glossy accents as seen on the moon and the sledgehammer and some of the blood splatter and night. There is also a raised border around the entirety of the front. And with the way that the image is staged, it almost kind of gives it like a very framed picturesque moment. Now, again, I'm not a big fan of when it comes to putting the title on the Steelbook. We know what the Steelbook is. We know what the movie is. That's why we bought the Steelbook in the first place. But I think it kind of fits here. It has almost kind of like that traditional Christmas photo. It's very tongue-in-cheek when you consider the overall tone of the movie. So in this rare instance, again, I feel like this actually works well in its favor, especially since they took that extra effort to raise the title. On the back cover, we do have David Harbour as Santa looking off into the distance with a very determined look. I love the lighting on him, you know, that red just reflecting off of his face, a little bit off of that white in the hat. And then, of course, the red accents on his hat do come through, and again we have a little bit of glossy finish in there to help reflect it. This looks great, and again I appreciate that we barely have any studio mumbo jumbo at the bottom there. Universal has been killing it in that regard and keeping that crisp cleanness going. On the spine, all we have is the title Violent Night in the white and red font against the stark contrast of the dark blue background. And then we only have a very small Universal logo at the bottom there. No 4K, no Blu-ray. This is a great looking spine, and it's really gonna pop, especially if you put it with your holiday movie collection, where they tend to be more vibrant, more bright. This will definitely help make it stand out. Now, we're not rocking anything fancy, but we do at least have some kind of disc art on the 4K disc, and then you have your standard run-of-the-mill Blu-ray. I can't even call it art. It's just the logo and it's red on the Blu-ray disc. At the very least, you can tell the difference between the two. So for that, I'll give you some kind of pass, Universal, I guess. And then for our inside cover image, we do have David Harbour as Santa with his trusty sleigh that features in the movie. Honestly, yeah, they could have done any number of images of the fight scenes or anything, you know, I guess a little bit more vibrant or a little more colorful. But you know what? Again, you know, it fits that like family Christmas movie, just kind of like that image that you would hang up on the wall of a painting. It's almost kind of like subversive, you know, a little nod, wink, wink there. And I appreciate that. You can tell that something's a little off, you know, the white in Santa's clothes are a little bit more crimson than would be anticipated for Santa. So, you know, again, it lends itself to that cheekiness there. And I don't mind it. And I also appreciate how this plastic insert isn't as milky as the ones that we've been getting lately. So the image actually comes across fairly well. Now, I was fortunate enough to get my copy a day early. Shout out to the mailman for that. Chances are they'll probably end up having some copies in store come release day tomorrow on Tuesday, the actual release itself. Now, given the recent news about Best Buy, if this is something that you're interested in, I wouldn't wait too long, because they do plan on phasing out their physical media. So if you guys already got your copy, of course, let us know down in the comments below. If you plan on picking yours up, let us know that too. Or if you plan on sticking with this Blu-ray, because no, we are not going to support this double dipping habit. How dare they? One copy, one release date. That's all it should be. Well, unfortunately, this is the future that we're living in, and I am a sucker for it. So until next time, guys, I've been VHS Taco signing off. It may be November, but it's never too early to start that holiday spirit. Adios.